It's the moment that I lay my eyes on you, and my world is not complete as you're standing handsome in your suit. My heart keeps skipping beats. Our love was hardly ever in the same room, but we made it 'cause we believed that home is not a street name, it's not a front door and a key, it's not a postcode or patio or pillows for he and she. For us, it's the riff in a song you played when the distance was long. It's your voice on the line. It's your heart talking to mine. It's together forever, wherever, 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 wherever you're with me. The miles were a test for our emotions. The FaceTime brought us close. There's something about the one we call our chosen. There's no care about the cost, and no absence could have made us less devoted. 'Cause soulmates is what we've got. Home is not a gas bill, it's not a perfect cup of tea, it's not a mountain range or stretch of coast framed by windows facing east. For us, it's the riff in a song you played when the distance was long. It's your voice on the line. It's your heart talking to mine. It's together forever, wherever, wherever you're with me. Baby, I am yours, you are mine. Our love is sealed inside. I am yours, baby, you are mine. Our love is the always kind. And the riff in a song you played when the distance was long. It's your voice on the line. It's your heart talking to mine. It's together forever, wherever, 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 wherever you're with me. Homemade jam. Homemade jam.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, we should be in harmony, really, shouldn't we? Yeah. Okay, good evening. Welcome this week to The Pick and all our fantastic artists for Homemade Jam Live this week. We're very excited. We're going to start off by getting to know everybody. So I'm going to go around and introduce everybody and ask you a couple of quick questions so our viewers can get to know you. Don't worry, you're not being judged on this part. I promise you, this is not a voting situation. This is just to get to know you. The games will begin after this. So hopefully you guys have invited all your friends, fans, family, followers, all of that kind of thing, because they are going to be the thing that keeps you in the game this week. So it's nothing too serious, don't worry, except for Paul. He gets a little bit competitive. Okay, so first of all, welcome along to everybody watching at home, and we hope that if you have just joined us for the first time, this is The Pick, which is our introductory for Homemade Jam. So first off, I'm going to start with, let's start with Nicole McKinney, because we haven't really, you actually sent your own things into us. That's why we went like, yeah, that's cool. Let's get her on board. So let's get to know you. So tell us, Nicole, your musical influences and your favorite gig to date.
Okay, so musical influences would have started off as I was growing up. Missy Higgins, probably a huge one. The sort of folk, melodies, pop sort of music. But lately it's been more rocky sort of influence with my songwriting. So more like indie rock. Cranberries sort of triggered that a bit. So
oh, nice. Yeah.
Favorite gig so far would have been Tomcat Brisbane. So I'm from the Sunshine Coast, but I've moved to Brisbane in the last few years, and I just organised an event with a few other artists, and which was really awesome. It just went so well. It was one of the first big gigs with my band, new band. So yeah, really fun.
Sweet. I saw that you're actually a North Arm girl, yeah?
Yes.
Did you go to North Arm School? Love North Arm School.
Yeah, I went to North Arm State School, primary school, and then St. John's College, Nambour for high school.
All right, that's a conversation for another time, because both my kids went to North Arm School. But yeah, I'm sure you. Yeah. Anyway, all right, awesome. Thank you. I'm just slyly messaging you, Ian, that people can't hear you. That's what I'm reading. Yay. You've done that thing again. Yeah. Sorry. So I was listening, Nicole. Sorry. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to move on to TJ Carter, musical influences and favorite gig to date.
Wow. Look, it's over the years. I was just trying to think of this earlier, and I'm a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to influences, because I started off very blues orientated, Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan, in that vein. And I think these days I'm listening to more Snoop Dogg than anything.
Yeah. Cool. And your favorite gig so far, or your most memorable?
And that's a tough one too. I remember getting a flight into London, and my cousin picked me up from the airport, and we went straight to Rage Against the Machine back in 2004, maybe, I think it was, right, the Battle of Los Angeles tour. It was the craziest gig I've ever been to. I went from the very front, fighting for my life, because I was in the mosh pit. I'd only been in the Adelaide Entertainment Centre before for all my gigs. I was pretty young. And so I thought 20 metres from the stage, I thought I was pretty safe. But I was in the thick of the mosh pit, and I think I got, I copped it pretty hard.
Cool. And they do what they told you. All right, throw over to Paul Vercoe, the other part of this Sunday's duo, TJ and Paul Vercoe. That was a very rock whiz kind of an answer, by the way, TJ. So that was a new answer, somebody else's gig. But yeah, I'm sure Paul's got some Sticky O'Malley stories, maybe.
Oh, don't go there, Janice. Don't go there. So I guess my influences are very broad. I sort of went from gospel and country in my early years to 90s rock phase in my late teens, and then into R&B of all things. So very wide eclectic mix, but definitely 90s rock is sort of my main jam. But favorite gig, got to tour overseas many years ago with my boy band. I had a boy band back in the day, 20 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we couldn't dance, so we turned it into like an R&B trio. So, anyway, so probably the best gig we did was at the Hard Rock Cafe in Berlin. So, it was kind of cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was kind of cool. It was just a really nice, or it was just kind of, it was nice to say you're in the other side of the world doing a gig. It was just a massive, I guess, whirlwind tour sort of thing, but it was very, very cool and great fun and very memorable. So, yeah.
Brilliant. Love it. Good one. Nyssa Ray.
Hi.
I'm looking up at you there like, yeah. How you doing, friend?
I'm good, friend. How are you doing?
So, Nyssa, for those of you, hang on, before, Nyssa was actually on our very first week of Homemade Jam Live before the pick was invented. So we're stoked to have her on the pick for the first time.
Yeah, that's exciting. Cool. Thanks for having me.
I know your musical influences, but you can tell them.
Yeah, well, okay, first and foremost, vocally, it's Tina Arena. She's been my go-to forever. Musically and instrumentally, it's been John Mayer and Keith Urban, really.
Wow.
There's a lot of other things, like I know that Nicole, I really like Missy Higgins as well. So many things, but you pull from so many different songs to build your own style, I think. So but those three are my go-tos and what have influenced me the most. My favorite gig was Tamworth Country Music Festival, hands down.
Nice. Awesome.
So, yeah.
As in the duet that we saw you do, maybe?
Yeah. I sang with Luke Dickens, who's a country music singer and a phenomenal artist, and he asked me to sing on one of his songs a couple of months prior, and then said, "Hey, how about we sing it live at Tamworth on the main stage?" And I was like, "You don't even have to ask me. Like, of course I will."
I'm there. I'm there. Like now. And you nailed it, by the way, girlfriend. You nailed it.
Thank you. Thanks. I was so nervous.
Couldn't tell. All right, let's hand over to Aaron. Now, Aaron, I've had a couple of people ask me this week how to pronounce your band name. So, and Ian, luckily, is not going to throw to the little clip that he found, which was totally inappropriate.
I used to work on cruise ships, so it's a known song on cruise ships. Aaron, do you have any idea what song it might be that I'm talking about?
I have no idea.
It's the one about the knapsack on my back. VanderAa, VanderAa, VanderAa.
Yeah, I said we weren't.
Is it close?
I said we weren't going to call that.
VanderAa.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually, we did go to Holland. That's our heritage. It's my last name. It's my surname. And the Dutch way is VanderAa. In it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, I get asked how to phonetically say the name, so I was like, good luck.
But the Australian way, or however, we pronounce it VanderAa. So,
yeah. Cool.
But we, however it rolls off the tongue, we're not fussy.
Cool. Influences and favorite gig?
My influences, I grew up on the hard rock, sort of like the golden 70s, 60s, 70s era, like Beatles, into Zeppelin, Queen, and then like I went through a really heavier phase like Black Sabbath, into Pantera, Metallica, that kind of thing. And then now I love all sorts of a lot of like Matt Corby, Flume, a lot of these new artists that are coming out are like really, Matt Corby really has a special spot in my heart, just his voice and the fact that he's Australian too. I'm a big fan.
Cool.
My favorite gig, that's a tough question, but recently we played at Splendor in the Grass last year now. And that was just a a big highlight. Saw some amazing acts. I saw Matt Corby as well, actually. And it was just like some gigs have that really special vibe and energy, and the crowd and audience was there, and it was all on for that show.
Awesome. Lifts you above and beyond, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It's words kind of can't really describe it.
Yeah, totally. Awesome. Okay. So now we are going to get underway very, very shortly. We can see lots of comments are starting to come in now, Ian. We've got lots of people viewing online.
Mm-hmm. Should we see? Should we go to Makara quickly then and see what's going on with that? Because she sat there quietly and patiently in the corner.
Hi.
I see you.
I'll pop her up.
Okay.
There she is.
Hi. Sorry, I'm on a different thing tonight. My computer's having issues, so I'm all sorts of different.
Okay.
Hi.
So Makara is our social media girl. She's going to be counting the votes as they come in online. So she's going to be letting us know who's in and who's out. And she's got some hints for you. She's showing you one right now.
Yeah. So make sure you share it around. If you have a favorite artist, get them, get your friends and family, to come and vote for them as well. Every vote counts. So it's been pretty close week to week for winners and everything and votes. So every vote counts. Let's get competitive.
Okay, Paul Vercoe, did you just vote for TJ Carter? I love it.
I need it all I can get. I'll take it.
Okay. That's interesting because he was going to vote for Nyssa before that. He probably will. Okay. All right. Shall we get on with the games?
Yeah.
Ian Harris.
Yeah. What's the first one called?
The first round is called Bottom of the Jar.
Homemade jam.
Bottom of the jar.
Homemade jam.
Absolutely correct. That's exactly what it's called. Bottom of the jar. So what's going to happen right now is we're going to get to know you. The way we're going to do that, Janice is going to throw a few suggestions of scenarios at you. If you have any sort of connection with that suggestion of the scenario, or if you've been in that exact scenario, we want you to say, yes, I want to say something about that. We're going to have 3 suggestions. The idea is for everybody to at least get one little, let's say, idea or one little example down. While you're doing it, one story down. While you're doing that, everybody's going to decide whether they love you or not. And when they do, they will vote for you. They will just type in just the name. Am I right, Makara? They'll type in your name exactly.
Just the name. Nothing, like no extras. It gets a bit confusing when you write a paragraph full of things. So just the name.
Yep. Makara's a skimmer. I'm a skimmer. Janice, are you a skimmer? Do you skim?
Skim and then panic and then go back and reread. Okay, so our first question, now this is directed at everybody, so if you've got a story, please just give us an oi, 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 or something along those lines. That was very Australian, wasn't it? So our first question, has anyone had a gig sabotaged? For example, the sound guy, a main band, a support band, etc. Oh, Paul Vercoe in the house. Tell us about it.
100%. My very first gig with my old cover band back in Vegas, about 5 years ago. I won't name the hotel, but it's very, very close to where we are here in the Kauana region, shall we say. And it was one of those times where, they had the footy on, and then the footy finishes like 10:30 or so. So I sort of, asked one of the managers, how can we turn the TVs off now? Because it's sort of very distracting, just old movies and stuff on the TVs. And old mate behind the bar, just a bartender, not saying they're all fantastic, but this particular bartender just took a certain offence for whatever reason. The TV was turned off. He comes around, turns the TV, switch back on. TV goes back on. I go to the switch again, turn it off. And probably went back and forth about 3 or 4 times. And then I was sort of mid-song, sitting away at a remote mic, and I went to turn what I thought was the TV switch off, ended up turning the whole bloody band PA off. Went down. I was hating person in the room right there and then. But this guy just had it in for me for some reason, and it was just like Beastie Boys, it was sabotage.
being told they can't hear me, Ian.
Yes, you should be coming through.
Well, it's coming brown through. Can't hear Paul. Can't hear or Paul Vercoe.
Okay,
We were
yes,
talking to each
no,
other.
I've fixed it, and nobody heard Paul's story. It was entirely my fault.
Oh!
Paul, do you
it was
realise the
anyway.
irony?
Go,
You realise the irony in that, don't you?
It was
He sabotaged you.
I just
He
inadvertently
sabotaged you right
sabotaged
then.
Paul.
out of here.
Mic drop.
Paul, can you tell us about the
Set up,
time
by
you were
the way,
once
that was much
sabotaged
better.
by the techie on that chat show on YouTube?
All right, let's do it again.
Tell us your
we won't
story.
name that's we won't name the venue this time.
Good, yes, thank
Just
you.
for legal reasons.
Nice, yeah. Let's not be too specific about the venue. That's why I did it. You see, yeah.
Yeah. We
On
loved
to
Paul.
it.
Come on. Yeah.
Spot on.
You want me to go again?
Unfortunately,
Yeah. They couldn't hear it.
Oh no, okay. So I was with my old cover band back in Vegas, and it was actually our first gig as a band. So we're all a bit nervous, and anyway, so we're doing the gig. The footy was on the TV. It finished about 10:30. The footy went off. It was just playing old James Bond movies or something. So I asked the manager, could we turn the TVs off so it was less distracting, blah blah blah. And anyway, so some other bartender decided to take offense to this particular thing. The TV's being turned off. He decided to turn the TVs back on. So 5 minutes later, I turned the TVs off, and he came back and turned it on again. Went back and forth about 3 or 4 times, and then went over the final time, and I hit the wrong switch, and the entire band PA went out, and so the gig kind of crashed came to a grinding halt, and I was the worst person in the room that day. But it was sabotage, Beastie Boys style, by that Mr. Bartender. Thank you very much.
Love it. Awesome. Anybody else with a sabotage gig? Nyssa Ray in the house.
Oh yeah, it wasn't just me either. It was sabotage by an MC at a wedding.
Yeah. We've all been there. We've all been there.
Preach.
Just you give them a microphone and they
yeah.
just go. Anyway, I was singing their first dance, so it was a bit of a moment. Not just for me, actually. Forget me. It was their moment, and the MC comes along with his mic. I'm singing this, just guitar and voice, so there's like no other sounds at all in the room, and this beautiful couple dancing, and he comes along in the mic and goes, basically orders a beer through the microphone at the bar. So I don't know what he ordered, but I was too busy, but he basically, got in on that moment and totally ruined it. And so it took so much of my energy to just keep going and not get my teacher on and go, excuse me. He was drunk. He was drunk.
Awesome.
Anyway, that was, it wasn't just me, it was their moment. It was awful.
And that's on their video like forever. Oh
yeah.
I think they'd be off the Christmas card list indefinitely.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else with a sabotage gig moment? I've got a couple of others, so don't worry if you don't. I'm happy to move on. Oh, TJ Carter.
Oh, look, yeah, you can hear me all right, can you?
Yep.
Yeah, mate.
Coming through? That's all right. Oh, look, this one goes back a long time ago, pretty much in my teenage years when I was one of my first bands that I was playing in. I was fresh out of school. I was a lanky, skinny rocker. And I used to play in a band. It was kind of a covers originals band. And the guys that I was playing with were in their late 20s. And they were down in Adelaide. They were in with the bikie crew. So we were playing like Hell's Angels club rooms.
Oh yeah.
So they got pretty rowdy, and so I'd be kind of halfway through a guitar solo, trying as hard as I can, and I basically got taken out by the PA system because there was a drunk guy, one of the drunk bikers. He got a bit too happy, and he went ploughing into the PA system, and the PA system fell over, and it took me out. and it's fresh in the mind at the moment because it recently came up.
The memory.
You know how with Facebook everyone nominates you to kind of put photos up. So I've got photos of that night on my Facebook, and you can see I'm this skinny.
Can you post that in the homemade jam thing so everybody can see at some point? Not tonight. I know your phone's running out of battery, but when you get the chance, that'd be great.
Cool. All right. Anyone else, or I can throw something else at you?
I actually have one. TJ's story reminded me of a show we did. Like, I'm from Darwin originally. Me and my brother. Well, that's where we sort of cut our teeth playing music. We used to do this one pub. It's a bit infamous, really. It's called the Humpty Doo Hotel.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but
yeah.
Yes, there's bumper stickers like "Where the bloody hell's Humpty Doo" and that kind of thing. You see it all over the place. But so the Northern Territory is it's renowned for people that are trying to escape the war and get away from doing bad things or whatever. And they tend to end up sort of rural Northern Territory, and Humpty Doo is quite rural. And we were doing this one show. We were just setting up at this point, and a guy drives out with his ute, and it was just as sun was coming down. And I think he'd had a bit of a skinful at this point, but he said that the sun was coming and it was blinding him. But he came out with his car, and pretty much the front end of it got sort of not completely T-boned, but he got hit by a full truck speeding past, and completely smashed him all the way down the road. He survived. Everything was okay. It was pretty severe. But because of that incident, it cleared the pub. And at first we're like, why has everyone just disappeared? And it's because the police were coming. And no one wanted to be around when the police was coming. So everyone just left. We played to pretty much no one.
No one, yeah. Classic. Yeah, well, we know about the police turning up, don't we, Paul and TJ?
I was going to say,
yeah.
I think Nicole has a story. She put her hand up earlier.
Oh, yeah, just a quick one. Probably the only one I can think of, like, sabotage, was the weather. I was playing at a little festival, and I was playing to, like, quite a nice crowd. It was, like, the first, like, crowd that I'd had before, like, all watching me. And then the weather just, like, quickly started getting worse, actually. Until I was just playing to, like, one person with an umbrella, and then they were gone, and I was just playing to myself for, like... And then they finally were like, okay, you can go. I just kept playing, and I was just like, this is fun. It's like pouring down rain. Everything's like starting to get wet. But yeah, the weather's sabotage my gift.
Classic.
That would have been really hard.
Yeah. Oh, I think we've all been in that one too. Absolutely, Nicole. We can all relate to that. Okay, so what do you think, Ian? Do we need another one, or shall we just wrap that up as bottom of the jar and go to the votes? I think we should wrap it up.
Let's do that. Yeah. Let's wrap it up. Have we got enough votes? Let's go across to McKinney and find out whether we can start eliminating people. Dun, dun, dun.
So we currently how many people do we have to knock out?
I reckon we're going to knock 2 out. Should we do that? Because we got a few, and also
we might need a maybe like a little bit more to get.
Do we need a tiebreaker? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
okay.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Who's at the bottom of the rung? Who are we?
I like your tactics, Paul Vercoe.
Has he been voting for TJ the whole time?
No, he's just voted for himself.
Oh, okay.
Should I count that?
Yeah, why not? It's a vote.
Yeah. Minus one.
No.
Well, do you want to tell us in reverse order how the votes are standing? So we know who's at the top.
So Paul and TJ are at the top.
Nice, well done, lads.
Okay, now Makara, you need to know that we did have a chat with Paul earlier on, and he is not covering for TJ. They are solo in this situation. So sorry, I should have told you that at the start. TJ, he said he likes you, but not that much.
Likes me, but not that much.
I know that.
No,
Oh,
Paul.
sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, not you. No, that was.
I was
that
like,
was
well,
Paul.
minus 10 points.
No. I'm kidding. I made that up. That's not true. But no, they are flying solo, so there will be votes for TJ and there will be votes for Paul. So
Okay.
so let's throw to one more quick round then of that, whilst Makara gets maybe just one more answer. Okay, I've got another question for you. Your most unusual reason for cancelling a gig. Real quick, short answers. Let's start with your most unusual reason for cancelling a gig. Anybody?
Nobody wants to admit to ever having cancelled. I've never cancelled.
Yeah, I've never cancelled a gig.
Never
what are you talking about?
Oh, I do like your story, TJ, for the reason you lost a gig. I've
got loads of them.
We can spin it to that, I reckon.
We ended up cancelling half a tour in Europe because we met all these people that run a theme camp in Burning Man, and we did a show with them. It was a fundraiser to get 30 Indigenous elders to Burning Man, and that was like our first show in the States. And we met all these people, and then we had plans to go to Europe, and then from there it was like, well, this is kind of like a once in a lifetime opportunity. So we're like, okay, we did it. We like redlined our bank account, changed our flights, cancelled half the tour, and came back.
Go you. Was it worth it? It was good?
It was some life-changing experience, yeah.
Awesome. Cool. I like it a lot. Okay, how are we going, Makara? We got to it, or shall I throw one more out there?
I think we've got two. So we will. I'm so sorry. I hate to be. I always want to break this. It sucks, but I'm so sorry to TJ and to Nicole.
Oh, that's okay. They're going to come back and join us for the jam.
But we'll see you guys soon.
And TJ can save his battery power in the meantime.
Yeah.
Well,
thanks very much, TJ. I'm going to try and just sort this one out. I'm going to put you in. Don't worry, it's in the green room. There's all sorts that goes on in there, TJ. You'll find there's ladies of ill repute. There's candy in there. There's lollies. There's fluffy dartboards. Oh, don't worry. We've got. There's a guy dressed in a fireman's outfit. If you notice his badge, it says Hugh Jacks. That's Hugh Jacks, in case you get confused. I don't know what else it might mean. I don't know. Anyway, he's in there serving lollies in a bowl.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes. So,
really.
Toby, do you want to give us any last words you'd like to say before we kick you out?
He's coming back.
No, well, thanks for having me. It's been fun. I've never done anything like this before, so it's another first. I can tick it off.
Tick it. You are welcome to come back for the jam at the end, though. So watch out for that link if you want to join us back.
I'll be in. Good luck getting me out of the green room.
And also over to Nicole. Thanks very much. Have you got any last words, Nicole?
Oh, last words? No. Thank you, Pat.
Also, you're welcome to come back for the jam in the second half there. So the next round isn't based on votes. It's just based on how you get through the truth or dare. So
I think we're going to go for a break now. Should we do that? I know what's going to happen in the break.
Do you want to tell me? Do you want to tell all of us?
Well,
now?
You know what? I might actually. Shall I bring Nicole back and she can tell everybody? Should we do that?
Oh yes, yeah. If you haven't lost her, she's still there.
No. I'm going to bring her back straight away now. And
this could be one of those awkward going to the bathroom moments.
It could be, couldn't it? Nicole, we didn't want you to go. There's one more thing we want you to do right now. If I feature you, hang on, let me feature you. Nicole, we're going to go to a break.
Oh, she's not in the bathroom.
Oh, thank goodness. We're going to go to a break, but what we'd really like is for you to tell us. Oh, hang on, your audio's gone again. If you can tell us what's going to... We got the audio?
Can you hear me?
Yes, that's great. Can you tell us what's going to happen during the break, please? We'd really like to know.
Oh, the break. So you're going to hear a song that I wrote called Another Day and performed it as a part of the Brisbane City Council Cube Effect. So you can actually vote for the video. But yeah, it's just a nice video, and I hope you like the song. It's a bit deep, but yeah.
Cool. We look forward to seeing it.
We shall. Let's do it now.
You ask me now if I never once thought it. If you leave me now, I can tell you I thought it. Baby, there's a chance to take it, baby, then you wanna go home. If you leave me now and another one's guess, I might be coming home. 'Cause I never once thought it. If you ask me now if I never once thought it. If you leave me now, I can tell you I thought it. Baby, there's a chance to take it, baby, then you wanna go home. If you leave me now and another one's guess, I might be coming home. 'Cause I never once thought it. In Palestine, you caught my eye. I found my way to you. I can't deny, I feel inclined. I found my way to you. And I never once thought it. If you ask me now if I never once thought it. If you leave me now, I can tell you I thought it. Baby, there's a chance to take it, baby, then you wanna go home. If you leave me now and another one's guess, I might be coming home. 'Cause I never once thought it. In Palestine, you caught my eye. I found my way to you. I can't deny, I feel inclined. I found my way to you. And I never once thought it. Never once thought it. In Palestine, you caught my eye. I found my way to you. I can't deny, I feel
And welcome back, everybody. We are now here ready in round 2, section 2, whatever we're going to call it right now. Either way, it's one of those rounds for the pick. So welcome back. Janice, what's going to happen now?
Okay, hopefully everyone can hear us this round. Yes, I'm going to keep an eye on there. This round is called Truth or Dare. So have we played that yet?
No, I'm going to. Let's do it. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Truth or Dare.
Homemade jam.
Truth or dare?
Homemade jam.
That's absolutely correct. Truth or dare. So if you're wondering what is that all about, do not worry, because I'm about to tell you right now. It's very easy. We're going to give you the chance to either tell the truth or we're going to dare you to tell a lie. So basically, you've obviously had unusual lives up to this point. It's just part and parcel with the gig that you've taken on right now as a musician or an entertainer. Take a story, tell us the whole truth, or if you want, dare to tell a lie. So you can mix it up, maybe throw in the odd little thing that's different, or if you want, you could even tell a complete blistering lie. None of it's true. The idea is, of course, for everybody else to then guess whether you're telling the truth or whether you're daring to lie. It's that simple. Janice, how are we going to go about this?
Okay, so for an example, okay, it doesn't actually even need to be your story. It can be one of the stories that I've told is the Angels song. Am I ever going to see your face again? Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, was it true or false that an DJ in Mount Isa sabotaged that song and the Angels knew nothing about it until it was being sung back at them?
The extra bit, you know. Mm.
Yes. Am I ever going to see your face again? Okay. The answer to that was it was actually true. Okay. That was just an example.
Yeah.
And I did it very quickly. So I'm going to throw to you guys. Who wants to kick off?
Who's feeling brave? Truth or dare?
Three of you. There's only three of you. Come on, Paul. You're wicked.
Ladies first.
Okay.
Can't hear us, guys. They can only hear Ian.
Really? You should be unmuted.
That's not good. That's not good.
Is that better now?
Hello.
Can you
Yep,
hear
I can
us?
see all the
That's better.
microphone.
Can you hear us?
Yep. No, that's it.
All good.
So hopefully that all came across. So as Janice just said, yes, you will. Who's going to go first? So basically, let's wrap it up to that. And Paul was
Right,
very
okay.
polite.
Oh,
Paul said
okay.
Nyssa.
It's a bit of a sad story actually. Well, it's sad yet beautiful. So, about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I was asked to do a band gig, and this lady, it was her husband, was told he only had 2 weeks to live. So we obviously took the gig, and was down at Sandstone Point Hotel, in this massive, huge function room, and I think one of the Brisbane radio stations got involved, and they flew the husband and the wife into the Sandstone Point. They dropped him off, and there's all these fireworks and stuff. And then we did the gig when he was a bit of a 90s rock fan, so we did all the 90s rock stuff. And then we got to the very, very last song of the night. There's only the couple, and there's 2 people, probably their best friends, were just hanging around. And they said, "Oh, can you play Never Tear Us Apart?" And so basically it was just the band, so a 4-piece band, massive sound, and this couple, the husband and wife. This guy was only sort of about to pass away, and they were doing Never Tear Us Apart, and it was just basically me singing at the front of the band to these couple who were sort of like close to me, and I almost couldn't get the words out, but it was one of the most beautiful moments, yet sad, yet incredible moments of I guess my gigging career, and it was a beautiful night. So that's the story.
Wow.
I hope that's true.
True. We all do. Okay.
Let's find out, shall we? Not from you, Paul. Don't tell us yet. So.
Aaron and Nyssa.
Do we say whether it's true or false?
True.
Got
Yeah,
true.
I'm going to go with true too, because it just adds when you say it.
Janice is
What's the
laughing.
answer,
Do you
Paul?
know?
I'm not laughing because I'm like, it's a bombshell if it's not true. Like,
Yeah, like it's going to break my heart.
Yeah.
Please don't.
It's just as well there's no votes if it's not true.
I couldn't think of a lie, so I had to just tell a true story.
Thank goodness.
Oh. Okay, we haven't had a moment. This is a Zoom thing, so we haven't had a silent moment on the pick yet. Congratulations, Paul Vercoe. You floored us all. True story. True story. Beautiful. Okay. Aaron or Nyssa, what have you got?
All right, I'll go if you want some more time, Aaron.
You go.
Okay. All right. We'll go with the gig. I was at a gig a couple of years back. It was a dodgy pub. Won't name drop. And my mum came along to the gig. She's a singer. She always jumps up and sings with me. Every time I'm singing something 80s, she's there. Whether I want her there or not. So secretly, I do. Secretly, I really, really love it. So, Mum, if you're there, keep doing it. But
hi, Mum.
Okay, I obviously, you all know me. I obviously have. If you're weird, come and talk to me. If you'd like to show me any body parts, come and flash me. If you might think I might be into women, so come and flash me. Even though you know I'm into women, ask me out on a date, even though you're a man. Like, I have that tattooed to my forehead. Anyway, this gig, my mum's singing with me, and this 50-plus lady just decides to, like, zone in on me. They get to and they're just totally entranced. And you can tell, like, if I'm 50 and
yeah, that was really good. I'm like, go on.
And I'm thinking, don't make eye contact. Don't.
Yeah. Totally.
Anyway, this is what she does. My mum's right here, like right here. And she's got no bra on, and she's still looking at me like this. And they're flopping everywhere.
Well, no.
And I look at my mum.
Yeah, was it your mum or the lady?
It was a lady.
Oh, the lady, okay.
Well, not mum.
It wasn't mum, no.
Oh, right.
No,
Right.
it wasn't
okay.
mum. But my mum is sitting right next to me on the stage, and there are boobs flying everywhere. Not nice ones. I would have been happy if they were nice ones. They weren't. That's my story.
I hope that's true for a completely different reason.
Is it true? Is it true? Aaron, Paul?
True.
I've seen it many times, so it's true.
Correct.
Yeah.
You remember that, Mum?
Oh, you're too funny. Too funny.
People get wild.
Well, we need a really difficult one from you, Aaron, because so far I think we're pretty much even because everybody's got it right. So
yeah,
a bit weird. This hasn't happened.
Okay. I have a story for you. My friend and I, we went to a show. After the show, we wanted to go out afterwards and continue the party. So we head towards the city. On the way to a city, we find this like a gathering party thing, which looked like fun. And so we're like, okay, let's go to this. This sounds like a good time. And we get there. The bouncers, they take one look at us and they go, nah, you guys aren't coming in. And so my friend and I, we look at each other and we're like, we are getting in. This is happening tonight. This is not final. And so we walk around, we Splinter Cell style, suss the place out, and we climb up onto the roof, suss out where the security guards are, and we find a little entrance in through the roof. And then we decide, okay, this is it. And then we climb down, we get in, and we're in. and we're having a good night. Had a lot of fun. We're partying. The night carries on. Da 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 da. And then we get separated on our way out. And my friend goes out the door, and my friend goes back out the hole, and I go out the front door. And so we get separated at that point. Anyway, the night goes by. I don't hear of my friend. And then, so on my way back, I have 2 wine bottles, and we skated there. So then on the way back, I'm on my skateboard, and I don't skate, by the way. And I decide, okay, there's a speed bump coming up, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to ollie this speed hump. And I've never ollied in my life, but tonight seemed like a good idea. So I decide to ollie this speed hump. I jump, I fall over, and I land on top of the wine bottles. They smash and they cut into my stomach, and I am bleeding. And then I'm not sure what happened to my friend. We find him in the morning on the way back on the side of the road limping, and he tells us this story that the bouncers found him, and they beat him up because they caught him on top of the roof.
Okay, well, there you go.
I'm going to say false, because he's got so much recollection of that night. He wouldn't have been partying that hard, so there must have been some sort of blackout, something, or some warped memories. So I'm going to go false.
I know I'm not in the game, but I'm thinking false because of the whole. You don't just suddenly decide you can ollie a speed bump. Like I tried ollie. I haven't ollied for years, and I tried it on my son's skateboard the other day, and man, it took me like 20 attempts to even get off the ground, and I used to. So yeah, it's not something you do. Just
false.
Yeah.
NyssaRae,
you want to show us your scar? I think it might be false.
It's true.
Wow.
There's the scar. There it is.
Right there.
I go.
Wow.
Oh,
did you get drunk after? Like, did you get more after falling on the bottle, since it's like in your bloodstream now?
Just pouring it in.
It was the quickest way to my bloodstream. So I was just tipping it in.
Snap.
Good anesthetic.
You know what? Okay, so that means that Aaron has guaranteed himself a spot in the jam. So NyssaRae and Paul Vercoe.
Yeah.
NyssaRae and Paul Vercoe, we have a challenge for you.
Shall I tell my one? Because I actually think it's quite good, because I remember you mentioning Matt Corby earlier. So I'm going to tell you a story about Matt Corby, and you've got to tell me whether this is true or false. So
but Aaron's already through.
Aaron, you're sorted. It's down to Paul and Nyssa. So I spent many years being the bane of the musician's existence. I was a DJ for many years. Still do a lot of DJing. And I was DJing at a place I'll tell you which place. Doesn't matter, because they were all good venues, no bad venues there. I was at KB's Bar, which is also Koala Bar, some of you may know of as, in the Junction, basically. I was there. Matt Corby's coming in with two of his other mates, and he's hanging out, and obviously hanging out with the DJ. That's what people do. After we finished about 12 o'clock, about 20 past 12, we're walking up the hill. There's me, Matt, these 2 other guys. Matt stops to take a pee in a bush. Now, the police come along. At this point, I have to add that I don't know who Matt Corby is. I'm a pommy. It's just some guy that's super friendly and hanging out at the DJ booth. I'm just accepting that. And he stops to take a pee. The police have pulled up. They've done the whoop whoop sort of thing, and basically said, "Oi, what are you doing like that?" And he's turned around, and the cop has gone, "Oh, it's you. All right." and just driven off. And as he's driven up the hill, he's going as he's driven up the hill. This copper. Anyway, so we've gone up. We've ended up going to the reef. I'm in the reef. In those days, it was back when the reef was the popular one and the Rolling Rock was the less busy one. If you know what I mean. It was before the reef hit the rock.
It's a joke.
So I've so I've gone down to the Rolling Rock. Those three boys have stayed there. End of the night, I've ended up back at the rock. They've come down to the rock, and we've just finished our drinks, and it's been a good night, basically. Is that true or false?
I'm lost.
Oh, I'm watching some of the stuff online, and yeah, someone, yeah.
Does that have to be 100% true?
Has to be 100% true.
Okay.
I think the ooh is the part that give it away. I feel like that's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going false for that one.
False.
Yeah.
Nissa?
I'd love to be different, but I'm just not. I think the woo-woos is, yeah.
Like, did they do it over the loudspeaker, or was it the siren that they're trying to make that sound like it?
Will they sing it?
If he did do that while being taken away by the police, his cred just goes through the roof. Like, I love him so much more.
Well, all of it was true, other than the bit that you said. That was the bit that you said was actually Janice's idea. They didn't. They just drove off. Because I've just turned around to him and I said to him, like, who on earth are you? How did they not pull you? Because I'm the DJ and my ego's huge. So I've gone. They would have told me off. Who on earth are you? And he's like, don't worry about it. And we carried on for the night. And then it wasn't until the next day
funny.
the barman said to me, were you hanging out with Matt Corby? And I'm like, who's that? And he showed me the picture and I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, but no, the woo-woo never happened. That never happened. So correct. They're all right.
That still leaves us at a draw, unfortunately. So let's go to our other plan that we had earlier today, Ian.
Okay. That's it.
Yes. And this is an instant. This is literally beat the buzzer between Nyssa and Paul, okay?
Yeah.
It's guess that riff.
Yeah.
This is my favourite.
Can you hear the guitar?
What's our buzzer?
Yeah, let's come up with buzzers.
Say your name.
That's the buzzer. Everybody's got to do the Matt Corby buzzer, okay? Right, so can you hear that, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, then. So I'm going to start playing a riff. All you've got to do is tell us the name of the song or the artist. Are we all right with that, Janice?
Song.
It's got to be the name of the song. All right. I'm not going to do the one you said.
Actually, let's say song and artist.
Song and artist. All right.
Make it hard.
There's like 100,000 songs. All right, let's go with them.
Oh, Nyssa, there's something behind you. Look at Nyssa. It's at the front door.
I'm not falling for that. I'm crap at this anyway, so you got it in the bag. Oh, yeah.
Vercoe.
Oh,
Is it AC/DC
I know
Back in
this.
Black?
Oh, he's got one.
I only know that from this show Supernatural.
There you go. Oh, that's showing your age.
Is it best of three or is that Paul through?
No, that's us. Yeah, let's move it on, shall we? That's Paul Vercoe and Aaron in the jam. Okay, no, don't go too far. Don't go too far, Nyssa. You are actually going to help out with the jam, but literally there will be one winner between Paul or Aaron. But you guys, we're going to get back TJ. We're going to get back Nicole if she's there for our last segment, which is the jam. So we will tell you about that after Ian runs his little sting.
Homemade jam.
The jam.
Homemade jam.
That is correct. It is called The Jam. And I even did the thing. It was me. Did you recognise my voice doing it? So, yes, it's called The Jam. Essentially how this works is we are going to have a Jam-a-lama ding-dong right now. It's going to end up with Aaron and Paul. And what we're going to do, you're going to have to come up with an instrument of some sort. It does not have to be a conventional instrument. It can be anything you want. It can be, for example, a kazoo, or TJ had a great example earlier. We were chatting about it. He's got a great piece of percussion right there. One of those fancy pens with the different colours. Look at that. I'm so jealous. Nice. So there we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a special sort of theme, I think. Janice, what's your idea?
Okay, so we haven't mentioned it yet, but it is, as we've been telling everybody, a very special week. This Sunday is Mother's Day.
Yes.
Okay, so normally we throw it out to the listeners at home to give us a topic, but because it is Mother's Day this week, and we are asking our folks at home to actually send in their own mum's jam for mum. So whether it's a poem or a song, or maybe even a nice picture that you've done for your mum, we will be where is it? Right here in my hot hand. Thanks to our friends at Hot 91, our listeners at home can win a Hot 91 boombox. Yes?
Yeah.
So you guys are going to give them a little example of how easy it is to make a little jam. So we're going to get some help online.
Yes.
And, lost me again, Ian. Ian, you've muted me again.
Oh, that's so annoying. There you go. Sorry.
Okay, I just said lots of shit that nobody heard. So.
Yes. Yeah. Over to you.
Love that.
Janice.
Repeat, remix.
Live. Okay, what I was saying is the jam is going to be a special Mother's Day segment this week. So because it is Mother's Day on Sunday and we love mums. So folks at home, take an example from these guys. And if you've got a little jam for your mum, a poem, a song, a picture, something that you can send in, you will be in the running to win a Hot 91 boombox where you can listen to Homemade Jam live at your place. But in the meantime, these guys are going to do a
song about mothers.
jam.
Yeah.
Oh, Nicole, you need to let in, by the way.
She's not there. I'm looking, and she's not there. Not to be let in. She left the green room. She's having a durry out the back. I don't know if that's true.
It's okay. I'm going to give her this. Yeah.
Give her a link. We'll get her back in.
Yeah,
So,
I've
we got her coming. Awesome. So while we're doing that, everybody else that's left. So there is, of course, TJ, and there's Nyssa up here, and Makara. Obviously, it has to be about mums. Do you have any other suggestions to give to Paul and Aaron about what they should put in the songs? Maybe some lyrics, words that rhyme with mum, for example, or mother, or maybe some ideas to throw out there about nice situations like Christmas trips to go and see your mum. I don't know. Any ideas, guys and girls?
I don't know.
How your mum taught you to love.
Nice. I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay, so the suggestion that we have with this is that you keep it nice and slow paced because of the lag of Zoom. Yeah.
Hello. We have Nicole back. Welcome back, Nicole. Do you have any suggestions? So in the final right now, we're going to have Aaron and Paul, and they're going to be singing a song about mums. They're going to try and do a live jam with that, seconds and seconds of delay. Do you have any suggestions about mum songs that you might put forward to them?
Like they're writing one?
Yeah, like maybe some great words that rhyme with mum. I don't know. No, your mind went there, didn't it?
Yes. No, don't have any rhyme with mum. I don't know. Friends and things you like about your mum.
I'll be honest, I missed that.
All right.
I reckon we go for it. So, lads, are you ready with your instruments?
We're ready.
Nice. Okay.
Count us in, Ian. Count us in.
Oh, no, TJ, you're not in it. Sorry.
Why not?
It's the final. It's the final. It's between Paul and Aaron.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I feel bad now, especially because he's underneath. He's underneath Paul right now, and they are a duo. Can they work together?
Why did I even come to this thing?
Can Toby give us a chord on the guitar?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Yep, go on in. Toby's gonna get in on the act. Here we go. He's got a guitar.
I love this.
Okay.
All right,
Happy chords.
before
Happy
they
chords.
start, everyone make sure you vote for either Paul or Aaron. Woo, let's go.
In the key of G.
G.
I was a baby.
Yeah, this is to all our mothers, singing a song to the Mother Earth. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to step up and show us your worth. Pay homage to the feminine and the women that gave us birth. A big chord, bit of happiness, bit of sunshine. Yeah, we're kicking it, playing some music on the coastline. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you're looking real fine. The mothers, thanks for all your love you've been giving us. Looking fine. Yeah, some may even say divine. One day, when I find that woman, I will build the shrine. But in good time. Thank you, Mama.
I couldn't even hear what was going on then.
No, it's really good. There was some. Aaron was waxing the lyrical. Nice.
Mama.
I was doing country. I think Aaron was doing hip hop.
Yeah.
I was playing a bit like my teacup here.
Nice.
Getting the beats going.
That instrument.
Sweet. All right.
You should give Vercoe a go sometime.
Oh, nice. That'll work
Okay.
out. Let's keep the tunes going. Let's do another one.
So we're relying on Nakara to call this one on the socials.
Yep.
Can I do something unprecedented?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yes.
sure.
Yes.
Can I hand the trophy over to Aaron?
Are you just are you relinquishing any chance at this point?
We
I'm
can
relinquishing because my mother wanted me to do it tonight. She would have wanted me to give it to Aaron. So.
Okay, look up. It's votes all of a sudden flying in for Paul right now. They should.
I feel like you still deserve it. That's like the most selfless act you can do, and that's what any mother would want in life.
There we go. And we've come full circle now.
My heart.
Yeah.
My heart.
That was adorable. Wow. You're killing me.
I'm dropping the mic.
Carefully. It's nice. Makara, tell us, Makara, are there votes? Has it been decided? Will we ever know? There's a dog butt in the camera, by the way.
Yeah, it happens. It's a lot. It's a tie.
Well. So I guess Paul.
Fight to the death.
It's a good idea. Celebrity death match.
Yep.
Yeah.
Round 2.
So who has the cutest dog?
I like the idea of another rap. Actually,
I'm kidding.
I think we should do a quick rap, full freestyle.
I'll play the beat. I got the beat.
Okay.
You got a rapping to have a beat. Keep rapping.
Okay. Paul's getting ready.
I was like, good gracious, bodacious.
Cold. Yeah, Paul.
Looking for the right down to shoot my Steve Lowe. Looking for the right down to face thing he's in it.
Show him what your mama gave ya.
I'm out.
Oh, Jesus.
Someone take the beat. I'm ready.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. We're coming in this one hot. You know, sometimes it's not about what is not, but what is. And it's something that I need to confess, to bring to the biz, the show biz that we're all coming in through. You and me, we deep down, we both knew that this sometime is what I'm coming for, is the truth. These words that I speak, it's not that I'm trying to preach. I'm just coming in, I'm just laying down the words that my mother taught me to teach.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice. It's nice.
That's what I'm talking about. See, folks at home, it's that easy. Well, it's probably not that easy. That was actually really easy from you. But and Paul and everybody, thank you for putting in there for our Mum's Jam. So yeah, if you are watching at home or you know anybody who that would be up for that, tell them to send us in whatever they've got, and they can go in the running for the boombox. But Aaron, what you have won for this week's the pick is that we will be featuring your track at the start of the VanderAa track at the very beginning of the show on Sunday afternoon for Homemade Jam Live. So as people are coming onto the feed, they are going to be listening to the lovely sounds of VanderAa, which, to be quite honest, I think we're going to throw to you very shortly to wrap up tonight's show, your video, which I was saying to you just in message. I was like, dang, there's definitely some Kimberley footage in there, and I'm a big fan of the Kimberley. I've done a couple of seasons over there myself, and on my heart, yeah. So
it's beautiful country.
It's incredible. It's like nothing else. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. So just to wrap up for tonight, folks, thank you to everyone for joining us. All our fabulous artists. We're missing Ant Sims. He's not with us tonight, but thank you to Nicole, to Paul and TJ, to Aaron from VanderAa, and of course the wonderful my good mate Nyssa Ray, who's our first back by popular demand. So
I don't
hopefully
Queen Nyssa.
Oh,
Yeah. If anybody does want to find out or follow anything on any of the people right here, including Ant Sims and his band Town, it's very easy. Just go to the Homemade Jam Live website. If you go down there, there's direct links to each of your Facebooks. You can just scroll down. You can either stay there and keep scrolling and have a look at some T-shirts and bits and bobs that we sell on there as well, or else you can click on it and it'll take you straight to your respective pages. Which is fun setting up. Yeah,
so countless hours Ian's put into setting that website up just this week, and it does, like you said, it has links to all you guys because you are this week's artists directly on the website. And also just this week we've managed to get the Homemade Jam merch store up and running. We have hoodies, we have T-shirts, ladies, men's, and of course some really cool muscle shirts as well if you're still feeling like you want to get it out and show off those guns.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, yeah. With you in mind, Paul, there, of course. So, yeah, check all that stuff out. And like I say, chuck us in your jams for Mum for Sunday. Hot 91 are going to push that on air over the next couple of days as well. So hopefully we'll get some from there. We've been lucky enough for them to host a watch party for every week that we've had Homemade Jam Live. So they support us in that regard, and which is great. And yeah, like Ian said, there's information on all our artists, so get to know them. That's what tonight is about anyway, is us bridging the gap in case you haven't seen them before. And hopefully everyone can actually still hear what I'm saying, yeah?
I hope so.
But anyway, overall, thank you so much for everyone for taking the time to share with us. We really enjoy being able to present you guys. We're very proud of the Sunshine Coast music scene and the people that create it. So we love to share, all your talents with everybody. I have also put together a Spotify playlist, much to Ian's disgust because he hates Spotify.
I'm anti-Spoiltify. I'm against it.
Yeah.
Having said that, I've got my own music up there.
Exactly, and it's on the playlist. So
what am I going to do? You can't fight an animal that large, can you? You just can't.
No.
You're not.
In all honesty, I put it together and I listened. I had it on this morning, and it was just so cool. I've actually already added VanderAa and Nicole for this week. Paul, I'm where are you? Where are
Track
you?
5, the boy band from 2001.
Chuck me a link, mate. Chuck me a link, buddy.
We had vinyl records, so
cool. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't
Vinyl
even
records.
Didn't even have CDs. We just had vinyl records.
Andy
Vinyl's
raps.
cool.
Hey guys,
Vinyl's cool.
thanks so much for supporting local and live music. It's really appreciated what you guys are doing.
Thank you. We're very lucky to have supportive partners as well. So shout out to
Yes.
G-Dog and Vicky,
Vicky,
because basically they may live in our houses, but they don't see us because we're both looking at the
Janice?
computer. Yes.
Janice, can we get a bass solo next week from G-Dog?
Oh, yes, I guess that riff.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm dare say he's probably in the studio listening to that, Paul, which you've been in.
Excellent.
You've been in our studio here recording good old jingles.
Jingles?
I think the whole game would be more fun if it was a bass riff or a drum riff even, or something, something a little less obvious than guitar, and it really throws a spanner in the works for people trying to guess stuff. Then it's more fun. It's just I couldn't convince my 12-year-old son to come in here and do the drums for me because it's a bit embarrassing, when you're 12.
All right, so wrapping it up though for this for the pick for this week, guys. Thanks to McKinney for being our social media girl, and she's doing a fantastic job. She came on as an artist and has become one of our crazy crew as well. So thank you, Makara. Thanks to everyone for hanging out with us. I hope you've had a good time. 3 p.m. Sunday afternoon. Jules, I'm doing a shout out to you, Jules, from Hot 91, who brought this idea up to me about 6 weeks ago now. So she's been our major supporter. So thanks, Jules. And to everyone at home who's been tune in on 3 p.m. on Sunday afternoon for some awesome tunes. And Aaron, we're going to throw to you to introduce this fantastic video clip from VanderAa.
This song is called Higher, and I guess the main hook part of it is it's living the high life, and I guess it's not like the egotistical like living a high life, like getting my Lambo and all this kind of thing. It's like living the high life, just like it's what you make of it. So for me, it's eating good food, yoga, practice, and getting high off the things that I really enjoy. And for me, that's living the high life.
Sweet. Okay, enjoy this video clip, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to Ian Harris for all his hard work on the knobs and dials. This has been Homemade Jam, the pick on a Wednesday night, and we'll see you on Sunday, hey?
Thank you.